Hello, you absolutely beautiful people. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Zombies tier list. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day this Monday, boys. We're going to start the week off strong with the which Call of Duty Zombies map is best to cook a meth lab out. And I've been watching a lot of Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad lately, and those shows are absolutely beautiful. And if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, well, it's all about Mr. Bald Biscuit Boy cooking meth because he developed a kidney stone in his asshole and he doesn't have much time left to live, so he cooks some meth to become a millionaire. What a flawless fucking strategy, okay? I'm gonna get hemorrhoids and sell heroin to children. That's gonna be my ticket. You know, like, what the hell? What was he thinking, boy? What was he thinking?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I just wanted to take this moment to thank you guys so much for the love and support on the channel and all of these goofy audios. You guys are absolute legends, and I appreciate every single one of you for watching, subscribing, commenting, and liking. You guys are all absolute champions, and I appreciate every single last one of you. So yeah, thank you from the bottom of my heart and from my butthole. Now with that out of the way, without further ado, let us get into these tiers. We got immediate jail rail. You know, these maps are so bad for you to make meth on that you're pretty much going to immediately get caught and railed in jail by BBC Big Bubba Boy. Okay, he's gonna show you his bubble bass ass. And you're gonna be getting anal fissures by how hard he's fisting you with his pelvic minion. Okay, you got penis punched by the police. The police are gonna be laughing at you so hard before they take you in. They're gonna give you your forehead a nice smack and thwack with their cock out of pure disappointment and anger that you would even decide to cook a meth lab here.
Stupid.
Next, you got the crack shack labs. You know, you might not get caught here, but it's still a very bottom tier meth lab. Nothing Heisenberg bitch would ever want to cook his kid named Butthole in. Without, I think he would rather get caught dead with a hemorrhoid in his ass.
You what?
Than be caught cooking meth at such a low budget meth lab. They got some casual crystal. You know, these tiers would probably be like the RV they had in the desert back in Breaking Bad. That's where I would equate this tier to. You know, it's just a nice casual place to cook, but nothing that's going to be absolutely beautiful or nothing. You're probably not going to get the best blue grade crystal anal here. Next, we got a kid named Meth Lab.
What the hell? Oh my.
I think that's all we need to do for that one. Gustavo fringe Gucci grade. You know, this is like the
Anos family. My name is Gustavo, but you can call me Sus.
Hey, yo! The Gus Lab grade, you know, before Gale got absolutely obliterated. I won't spoil how, but yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful thing. This is Gustavo Fring would very happily chase you with a box cutter during this map's set. It's just beautiful for meth, baby. It's beautiful. And he got the almost top of the show, and he got Heisenberg's blue balls. The only thing bluer than Heisenberg's meth is his balls, because bro has never got laid since 1982.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. These allegations are false.
Stop the cap.
Rip our boy Walter, if justice for Walter, except not really. He's kind of an asshole. Womp womp, he's kind of an ass. And the only thing better than Heisenberg grade meth is meth that makes you feel like you're Helen Keller, POV blinds and deafs you with how high, or it makes you feel like an absolutely beautiful blasted marsupial asshole as the Helen Keller coochie crack pack. This meth is so good for cooking meth. That meth will make you feel like you're Stevie Wonder and wondering how he got a bitch on his penis in the first place. Like, ah, damn, this meth is crazy for that meth. Plug. Now we got the tier list settled. Now that we've got the tier settled, let's get to ranking these bad boys, shall we? Ah, Nocturne Tone again. I haven't looked at you for a solid 2 days. The same PNG. I love you. I'm absolutely beautiful today. No, Nocturne Tone is a very small map, but there's a very lot of open windows for everybody to see you. Like if the police raid you, they're gonna look through the first bar they see, and it's gonna be rail into your asshole because they're gonna absolutely pulverize your meth lab and dispose of it while they dispose of your dick hole. Immediate jail rail. They're gonna take one look at that window. I mean, it is in the middle of nowhere, but if you, I mean, even just for a second, if everybody gets a hunch to check there, you're fucked. Like, there's no way to hide it. There's no secret basement lab. There's nothing. You decide to cook on Nocturne Tone, you better spread your butthole and hope that the guy. If you decide to cook on Nocturne Tone, you better pray that your inmate has a small boner, because it's definitely getting inserted into your anus in Minecraft, of course. So, guess what we got for a rock? We're just in an insane asylum, so maybe if they like had a room hidden away somewhere to cook meth, it could be decent at it, you know? Like if it's pretty tucked away in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, in the middle of like a burning forest, it's about to become caught on fire, so they're pretty much gonna get rid of the evidence anyway. All they have to do is spread the fire with a little fart and push it towards the insane asylum. Next thing you know, that's the whole cookout is going to get obliterated. Gonna burn alive like Walter White's pubic hair when he's done Charizarding Skylar for the night. I think it's a crack shack lab. I don't think there's like too much good you can do on for it without getting caught. I feel like it's not the best for it. Because all it takes is an inmate to snitch on you and then you're fucked. You don't know what's in the middle of a swamp. And I feel like if you walk the fishing huts enough, you could potentially get a decent cook here. I think it's good for some casual crystal, you know? It's not exactly the best map for it. Like, I think there's definitely going to be maps that rank way higher above it, like how I rank super duper high on the autism spectrum, but I don't really think Shinonuma is anything special. Actually, there's not much places to hide it, but you do have the Wonderwolf and Hellhounds just sick on everyone, so that's pretty cool. Darius is a literal lab.
This is my lab. This is my laboratory.
So I feel like if you, and it's pretty secure, like there's a bunch of security breaches with group 935, so if group 935 wants to click that beautiful Walter White METH Heisenberg back, I think they're more than welcome to. Plus they can shoot the Wonderwolf at you and bash over the head with a bottle of Juggernaut like their alcoholic stepdad running out of their Budweiser, except for the one that have keister in their Budweiser butt crack, so that's pretty interesting. I think it's going to go in Heisenberg's blue balls, honestly, because I feel like having to teleport shipment around will be absolutely helpful to the cause of the delivery service, like they're delivering the Krusty Krab pizza, yay. So that's pretty fucking interesting. Darius pretty good, you know. If Heisenberg got Darius on his hands as a meth lab, he might be able to finger Kid Named Finger's tight little blood holes. That's pretty interesting. I don't think a movie theater is a great place to cook. I feel like it's too much of a busy shit. All it takes is so I'm an asshole to take off the 3D glasses and also next thing you're cooked and you're getting rail jailed by Kid Named Finger's micro Bubba sauce or penis punched by police for sure. Actually, immediate jail rail because it's such a public place. You're just going to get bamboozled by someone else's boner. So you're really gonna watch out. You know, Dalton? Not a good spot, man. Not a good spot.
Pee Wee Herman himself was so upset, he went into a dirty porno theater and jacked his wiener right off.
You what?
Now, the Pentagon, listen, I don't really think the Pentagon would be a good spot because, you know, it's the fucking Pentagon, you got government agents all the way around, but let's say if it was like the president that wanted to cook meth in secret or something, and maybe they would legalize it for the president or something, I don't really know. Let's just say you're a random Secret Service agent and they don't want you cooking meth. I mean, you're going to get caught almost immediately because they're just going to say, hey, what's that smell? And unless you're sharing with the president, and unless you brought enough to share the class in their ass, you're not exactly going to have a good time in the Pentagon cooking meth. You know, the Pentagon thief is going to give it a whiff punch you in the face with his penis, and then you're going to get absolutely thwacked around like a dirty little cum slut. And you're just not going to be having a good time all around. You're gonna go from 0 to 0 really quick when you come down from the meth high and you realize you're in jail and your inmate's got a bald boner about the size of his forehead, which is like bigger than KSI's forehead, so you're fucked. Penis punched by police. That's the lowest I've seen 5 go, but if you're the president and it was legal, then it would go hop tier. But under the impression that you're just a random Secret Service agent trying to cook in secret, yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked. Lee Harvey also is going to be the least of your concern if you're trying to do that, my man. Ascension, once again, is like a secret rocket testing facility or some shit. So I feel like it would go pretty well. And, you know, there's not too much weather conditions I gotta worry about here. It's just kind of cloudy. And, hey, if you're about to get caught, you could shit. If you cook in the rocket, you could send your shit into the out of the fucking atmosphere and into outer space's wet, voidy vagina and have the best time of your life. So, honestly, I feel like Ascension is going to go first in our Helen Coucher Coochie Crack Hat because you could be cooking the most vile Heisenberg bootylicious grade of crystal. And next thing you know, if you're about to be captured by the police or Hank Schrader's cheddar cheese shredded cheese hole, all you have to do is launch the rocket into space and they got no damn evidence on your ass. So you're pretty much going to be scot-free, like Scott Pilgrim after he fucked the world. Absolutely beautiful. I don't really think this would be a good map because it's kind of hard to be cooking when you're shaking around like epileptic Helen Keller playing Dance Dance Revolution with her clitoris. So it's not going to be an easiest time in the world at all, honestly, because it's so frigidly cold over there. Plus you got George Romero shoving his double barrel shotgun penis sledgehammer inside of your colon cake. So
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
it's not exactly going to be an easy time as well. And it's just going to be too damn cold to effectively get anything done. Although it is in the middle of Siberia's butt crack and a bunch of abandoned site, I don't think it's going to be too busy on traffic. But I think the weather is enough to bring it down. It might be bottom tier, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt if you can find a warm enough spot. Penis punched by police. Meth in Paradise goes extremely hard. It's pretty abandoned temple. I don't think you're gonna have to worry about too many people except for the fucking space monkeys, but if you're doing a 12 gauge, you can just blast them back to the past like angry video game nerds butt crack, and you can blast them away. You can foostrout all their coochies like it's 2012 and Todd Howard's only selling out Skyrim for the 5th time, you know? Absolutely beautiful. Gustavo Gucci, great for sure, honestly. Actually, there's caves and shit, and I feel like you could kind of like dispose of it down the waterfall if you really had to. Helen Keller Coochie Pack, let's go Shangri-La. Now, cooking meth on the movie goes hard. I feel like Walter White should have went to space like Jason Voorhees, his butt cheese or something like that would have been absolutely beautiful, but sadly, Walter White never got to teleport to the moon and ass blasted himself instead. with an M60 on top of a car like he was using a Kinder-Toten gun trap. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna put the moon. I'm gonna put moon at the top tier because how many people are going to the fucking moon? Plus, you could probably have stations with gravity or something, if like, you know, in Griffin Station, to cook and then ship it down back to Earth in rockets and stuff. So I feel like moon has to be the best map. Now, if there was, especially once you turn the power on, there is gravity, so I think that's definitely going to help you in the cause of the cook. And I think Gustavo Fring is going to show you his Hershey squirting Hershey's bar.
My name is Gustavo.
Time you're down back to Earth with how pleased he is with your cook progress. Absolutely beautiful, Moon. You get another W today, my friend. Thank you, Moon. Transit's just a giant town, and I feel like all of these adjacent maps of Transit are not very good maps to cook meth. Transit is big enough, I will say, to go to Crackshap Lab because it's decent. Because maybe you could run away in the fog, maybe cook in the fog. But Bus Depot, listen, if you're trying to cook at a bus station in a very public, open area like that, somebody's going to catch you and you're going to get railed in jail. Cooking on a farm maybe could work because you're pretty far away. And there was a Family Guy episode, I think that was parody Breaking Bad, that like fucking cooked meth in the lab or some bullshit. I remember like 15 years ago when I watched those Family Guy funny moments number 9/11 and I shit my pants due to how brain fried I was. AKA also known as what I did before I recorded this video. We're gonna put farm in kid named Meth Lab because I feel like it is far away enough, especially if like a cellar on the farm, it could be work. But town is a town, and you know, like literally the first or second episode, Jesse's been busted or whatever and he's cooking in a town, so penis punched by police. And Nuketown post nuke, I mean, it's actually casual crystal because I feel like no one's gonna go there. If you have a lethal company hazmat suit on, you might be able to cook before you grow 5 penises out of your nipples. Or an anus on your forehead to drop some nasty shit bars on you like a prison inmate soap. But I don't really know, man. I think Newtown has to go in casual crystal, but only if you have a hazmat suit. If you don't have a hazmat suit, we're going to become crystallized and smoked by Walter White's asshole. Now, Die-Rise is an abandoned skyscraper. You know, this is like post-towers collapsing, like my mental state after watching 2 Girls, 1 Cup, so it's pretty interesting. That or Mr. Hands. Mr. Hands made me feel jealous, though. So yeah, we're gonna have to put Die-Rise. I mean, China's is like the biggest population ever, so I feel like you're more likely to get caught, and their punishment is probably like penis collision. They'll probably get a monster truck out just to run over your hard boner. It's pretty much the equivalent of a Lego stepping onto your penis, so that's not a very fun thought. Immediately jail railed. Now, Mob of the Dead, you're already in fucking jail, okay? Like, how are you gonna do anything in there? You got no supplies. If you get lucky enough to maybe do it, once they find out, you're fucked. Since it's in jail, you're gonna get penis punched by the police. Oops, I accidentally did Buried. Buried is gonna go right behind Moon, because I feel like being off-planet grants you a bit more benefits of not being caught, whatever. Because, I mean, you're off planet, they're gonna have to send a whole space shuttle after you to even try to catch your ass, and you can wreck that shit in C4 and make the Challenger explosion look like it was a pathetic piece of ass explosion in comparison, so you don't really have to worry about much. But Buried is still gonna go right in front of, right behind Moon, because being just so buried deep underground, like you're buried into some good coochie, it's just an absolute blessing in disguise. I mean, sure, if you do want to sell, you're gonna have to walk all the way past Buried, but if you do just want to, you know, have it all to yourself, like Leroy drinking his candy and butt chugging his Budweiser, you're just gonna have a great old time. You're gonna be able to get infinitely clapped down here, so that's pretty fucking fun, honestly. Buried is definitely probably going to remain the second best map. Now, Origins is in the middle of a World War I site. I don't really think too many people are going to be keen on returning there after Origins, but during Origins, there's definitely a lot of soldiers and everything there, and it's really freezing cold, but there's a lot of facilities to help you keep warm and fires going around. But I feel like if you were to cook inside of an Origins robot, that would go hard. That's actually going to go in Gustavo Gucci grade, because I think being able to cook inside the robot would be cool. The only downside is every like a minute, you'd have to keep getting kicked out over and over again if we're going by game rules, so that would be kind of annoying, but it would still grant you immunity to pretty much all the powers outside of it, especially if you locked it. An Outbreak is literally a facility, so there's probably some goddamn secret basement butt crack area that's constantly shitting out Cheetos. So that would be a very interesting location to pursue your meth building empire. Like you're playing fucking Rise of Kingdoms and have 15 billion power of butt fucking Peter Griffin's chins. Kid name Meth Lab, because it's literally a lab. I see, I don't know why I do this, but I always rate Infection as if it's just the restaurant, like Burger Town or like McDonald's in comparison. I don't feel like the local McDonald's is a good location. I remember there's a video going around like a couple years ago that was like somebody smoking meth at Dairy Queen in the bathroom or something. So if I'm gonna relate it to that, I mean, they didn't get caught, but they ran away. So it's gonna go in penis punch by police. I don't think they were immediately caught, but I think it was fast enough. I don't know these maps. So they can lick my ass. Now, Shadows of Evil is very interesting map because if you get caught, you can always teleport into the Rift Zone, into the Indiana Jones secret Indio burial ground of buttfuckeria zones that was forged by Freddy Fazbear in the late 1800s when he buttfucked Jesus. So that's a very I've been saying buttfuck throughout this video. I think that's my word of the day. Plug. Yeah, Shadows of Evil is literally a town, but if it is pretty abandoned. Post Shadow Man events, I'm gonna rate this post Shadow Man event Gustavo Gucci grade easily. The Giant is just going to go right behind Doriz because I feel like it's pretty much the same exact thing. And their Eisendrache is also going to go in front of Doriz because it's also a Group 935 facility with heavy security. And you have to take a whole tram to get up there. So if they just don't want you up there, they can just kind of shoot the tram line down and send you praying to sweet baby goofy licious guacamole Jesus and absolutely end your suffering. They're going to make Lee Harvey Oswald's aim look like a stormtrooper in comparison to when they one-tap you with their beautiful intervention on Rust Boys. They're going to send your ass crying to Claptown. They're going to be making your booty hole wiggle and McJiggle by the time you're falling off of that fucking tram car, okay? It's game over for you. GG's, dude. Sending you to Baldy Basics brown hole.
Excuse me.
Now we got Zetsubo no Shima, which is another actually it's not 935, it's 9669, whatever. Fucking 316 Stone Cold Steve Butthole. I don't know who owns Zetsubo no Shima, I completely forget. Oh, it's Division 9, I remember it's Division 9. It's like, I think more strict on security than Group 935, honestly. But it is just the middle of an island. Plus, you have thrash hussies running around the green water. You're gonna have to walk through if you need to leave the facility for anything. I think it's gonna be. Plus, it's green. It's the color fucking green. Mr. Krabs' favorite map for sure because it just reminds me of all the money he has keistered in his poop shoot. So that's pretty interesting. Casual Crystal for Zetsubo no Shima. Actually, kid named Meth Lab actually above farm because it is just another good facility. Now, Gora Trophy is immediate jail row because that dragon is just gonna blow up your product. You're gonna be cooking or having an amazing crazy control. The dragon is gonna be and he's gonna heat up the meth too much and all of your product is going to explode like it's the 4th of July's final cum shot finale and just gonna be exploded like the Challenger's cum shot for the last time. It's just gonna be GG's. You're gonna be Left 4 Dead like the game series. And you're gonna have a boomer absolutely shitting all over your face by the end of it, which is low-key what I wish would happen to me right now because those big chunkus queso zombies are hot as fuck. But yeah, unfortunately, Gora Kroga's gonna have to go bottom tier. Revelations is actually gonna go in high tier because they're literally out of sprays breaking the fucking dimensional fourth walls being. It's gonna go right underneath barrier because I don't really think there's gonna be much you have to worry about when you're literally in outer space and fractured. Every inch of your being is in like 15 dimensions. One's getting fucked by a zebra and the other one your face is being sat on by Bill Nye the Science Guy's grandmother. So that's pretty interesting. And once again, a theme park is a highly populated area, more populated than my pubic patches I got going on downstairs, unlike Annie who's upstairs, so we're really gotta worry about this. You know, it's not a very good location for this. I feel like Freddy Fazbear's Pizza's second location would have made a more optimal strategy for your meth laboratory, like Plankton trying to sell chum out of his gummel. So I honestly don't feel like Zombies in Spaceland is going to be anything worth a damn for our Breaking Bad endeavors here. So unfortunately, Zombies in Spaceland is going to go in penis punch by police right above Infection, just because actually I'm going to put Mob Lord than it's at bottom here too. It's because I feel like it's better than a restaurant. But it is quite the theme parks are only so big, so you're definitely gonna get caught up in. Now, Rave in the Redwoods is gonna go in kid named Meth Lab, just because everyone there's probably on meth anyway, and if you want to try to make more, they're probably gonna get absolutely buttfucked. But I mean, it's a rave, so I don't really think anyone's really gonna give a damn. Full is immediately jail railed, but it's actually going to go at the top of this tier because it's a big town. There's a bunch of goofy, wacky laboratories and shit, and you might be able to get off selling a decent couple of cooks in like a secret room in the train station. But once they smell it or they hear you, it's GG's, and the ninja zombies are gonna turn your ball sack into a nunchuck and squeeze them so hard. Your boner's gonna feel like it's Pinky in the Brain's brain. The radioactive thing is a little bit interesting. It is a giant beach, but if you get to go inside of Krogzilla's stomach before he digests you to cook, that could actually be a decent location. Now, I don't want to get eaten by giant fat Larry the Lobster's third cousin with a diabetes problem with a colon protruding out of his rectum, but it might be a decent time, honestly. It might be fun, I think. Also, I'll give it Crack Shack lap tier just because it might be able to go in Krogzilla for a few minutes. And maybe if you're lucky, he'll shit you out with all your product in hand. Now, this is the highest beast I'm beyond is ever going to rank in any of my tiers because I'd rather play with my balls in front of Mayor McCheese while he gives me a squeeze than play this map. But I'm going to put it in Heisenberg's blue balls above their Eisendrache because you are off planet. The only reason it's not going to tie here is because you're going to have all of those bullshit people on your ass talking to you on the intercoms and stuff, and if they know too much, they might rat on you. Plus, they're gonna have all those extinction aliens try to fornicate with your secret formula, fetus sauce, also known as your boners. So it's going to be difficult to outspeed them and cook at the same time. Although World War II maps can go shit on somebody's flying saucer hole. Let me know where you would rank the World War II maps. Now, the Titanic is immediately penis punched by is immediate jail rail below everything because I mean you're on the Titanic. It's a very high It's a very highly saturated place. It's filled with a bunch of posh pricks that exactly know what they're doing. So I feel like they're very easily going to be able to sniff out some methamphetamine inside of the air, like they're Columbo. About to shit on Columbine. It's going to be an interesting thing. He's treating this case like it's Christopher Columbus's cum shot and blood at the crime scene, and he needs to prove his innocence. Okay, he's not messing around. You're gonna have an absolute hard time convincing anyone that you're not guilty. It's gonna be very difficult, and they're gonna cause your butthole to bleed by the time they're done with you. It's just GG's for you if you decide to become Heisenberg on Voyage of Despair. I feel like becoming Heisenberg with double D breast cups would be funner, honestly. That sounds pretty fucking fun. I think I know what I'm doing for Halloween next year.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna write that one down in my dick diary. Gladio, now if you could get away from the zombies and you could actually cook in those secret god temples at the cult, I think it would have a decent chance of never being found out, especially since the gladiators and the cults are probably gonna be able to kill all the cops that try to absolutely locate you by the time you're down there, absolutely ready to sell that vile crystals. So I think that would actually be a Gucci Gus Fring lab right in front of Origins because of how secretive it is, and those gladiator zombies and all of the crowd will probably Mike Tyson bite every ounce of these officers off. So it's pretty interesting. Literal hell, once again, below the dead. It's a very hell dimension. This is like not just the prison on Alcatraz, but it's a literal hell dimension. You're out of dimension. The only thing you have to worry about is Brutus absolutely boiling your blood when he spawns in for the 50th fucking time that match. But other than that, it's going to go in Heisenberg blue ball tier, honestly. Actually, it's going to go top tier. Right in front of Shangri-La because it is a whole separate dimension. You don't really have anything to worry about. My classified has a few extra rooms that might help you not get caught as fast, so for that I'm just gonna put it right above 5. Now then, I mean, Alistair Rhodes has a masterful, massive house that looks absolutely beautiful. It looks like somebody's Minecraft house I spent 2 weeks on before I got blown up by Herobrine's big meaty ball sack, which is interesting. But I still think with the party he threw, it might not be the best location. But if he has a, you know, there's a secret room that you have to do a whole bunch. There's this room you can unlock by doing a whole bunch of horse shit, and all you have to, and what you get in return is a crossbow that's like shoots a bunch of metal blades. That reminds me of the Iron Giant's uncircumcised penis. So I think for that reason, with that giant secret room that took like a year to discover, it's gonna go in Heisenberg's blue balls. Now, Ancient Evil is going high tier because not only could you cook, but you could cook and then blaze up with Medusa, which would be absolutely beautiful. And if you have Medusa, and if Heisenberg has Medusa as his bodyguard, and she could just turn everybody into stone just by looking at it, I think that is definitely the best security you could ever have. And she turns me to stone without even having to look at it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Ancient Evil gets to go at the top tier. I'm actually going to put above Ascension with that Medusa bodyguard. We'll go to absolutely higher. Alpha Omega, it's just so ass, okay? I'd rather go to jail and get pounded by Pablo's big meaty penis than deal with Alpha Omega's bullshit, okay? That being said, it's pretty much just Nuketown without the nuke, and there's more of a bunker area, so it gets to go above Nuketown just because of the fact that it does have more room, so you're less likely to get caught, and you have more space to run away and hide in that bunker. Maybe you can have the Avogadro suck your soul and keep you inside of him, ooh style, so that's pretty interesting. Now, Toggerton is still like an abandoned ship site, but this time it's not absolutely frigid cold like Jack Frost foreskin, absolutely dripping around his icicle, icy pre-cum all over the damn place, like a snail trail of that gooey sperm fluid, so that's pretty nice. You don't really got to worry about that. So I think it gets to go at the top of Casual Crystal. Actually, it's going to go in Kidney and Meth Lab because it's so abandoned. I think it would make a perfect time to cook meth because you don't really have to worry about anything due to the fact that it's abandoned like Disney's dickhole. The machine is literally a lab, and it is pretty secure. I don't really know who owns this lab, but it would be pretty nice. You have all the ingredients there, and the secure doors are pretty fucking awesome, and you can always stick the Megaton to rip them in half and dual wield McGangbang everybody on the premises to get away from them. Like a Mr. Potato Head, you could just remove everyone's bonus. That's pretty interesting. It's gonna go at the top of Heisenberg's blue balls. Firebase Z is a little shittier, I think, because it's, I mean, it's not as secretive. The lab's not underground. And I mean, all they have to do is walk around. So I think it's gonna go right up below D Machine. Outbreak is, if you're combining all of Outbreak, I mean, they have to search the whole damn plethora of infinite penis punching maps to go through, so that adds Outbreak. It actually gives Outbreak a ledge. This is absolute size. Oh shit. I'll go in Casual Crystal because there's no one good spot that's like better from what I can remember. Stone is at night. You have Klaus to cook for you. The roboticized meth man will absolutely do anything you please for him. He was more than ready to help you jerk you off and cook your product for you. Like Ronald McDonald's several hundred servants he's had over the last 10 decades as McDonald's McGangbangs. So amount of totems, I mean, with Klaus, it's gonna go right above D Sheet actually, because you have a robotic cook, you know, the first AI meth lab. Absolutely beautiful, dude. Forsaken, I mean, if you go to the Pack-a-Punch room and you kind of up there and you have a secret room in there, I feel like that could actually be quite decent for your meth-induced adventure. So I'm gonna put it in Kid Named Meth Lab at the top. They're on Fong. I mean, you do have a bunch of demigods and Lord Craft Dinner Cockhole trying to defend you and all that stuff. You have to deal with Gabriel Craft Dinner's asshole. And who's the villain in that game? I think it's like Dylan McDickhole Deliverer. I kind of forget his name, but I mean, Darren Fong is going to go in Casual Crystal just because it's like a war-torn village type beat thing, and I don't think too many people are going to be rushing to revisit that anytime soon. Tarantula McBig Mac Boner and My Dick Ass is actually going to go right behind it as well because it's pretty much the same exact thing, honestly. And Cheeto Numa Reborn is a little bit bigger, so I'm going to put it right above regular Cheeto Numa so it can fist itself in the dark. The Archon, I've literally almost played this map, but I never did, but I think it's just Terra Maledicta with like a red filter over it, so I'll go right in front of it. Modern Warfare Zombies I never played, but it is a giant map, so I'm sure one of those houses has like a secret bunker in for you to cook a meth lab, so I'll actually rank this one. It'll go in the middle of Casual Crystal because there's probably a decent spot for you to cook. Now Terminus will go pretty hard in the ship underneath the door that you need a key card to open. I feel like you could get away with doing a lot of secretive sussy baka bullshit there, like Heisenberg breast milk man. So that's pretty interesting, honestly. I think I know where I'm gonna put Terminus right now. Let's go. It's gonna go Gustavo Goofy Grade. And Liberty Falls is just a town. I think you're most likely to get caught here, honestly, because free apocalypse, there's a bunch of bullshit for everybody to tackle your titties on, and you might just end up getting caught in 4K cooking craft dinner, making meth quality with Chef Boyardee equivalent of meth, and you're gonna have ravioli can shoved up your prostate for the rest of your life with how much you're gonna get filled up in jail like a Twinkie. So that's pretty interesting of a thought, and just for that, it's going in penis punch by police at the bottom. Well, these are the Heisenberg Breaking Bad best maps to cook at your beautiful craft dinner. Coochie, I can have my coochie bath. I can have my coochie bath. I can have my Gucci bar. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Remember to leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know which map you would want Heisenberg to cook on in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week, gamers. Stay safe, stay hydrated. Love you all, and peace out, gamers. Stay zombie killing and dick drilling. Oorah! I just farted out of my colon.